Hey seniors, it's good to be with you today. I'm Michael Scott. I'm your host for Seniors in Action, where we talk about and make videos of topics that are of interest to seniors. At least I hope they're of interest to you, and I appreciate my subscribers and those that are viewing these videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Today we're going to talk about reading or listening to books or whatever they might be. It could be fiction, it could be nonfiction, but basically reading. And so let's get into that. The first slide you'll see is the affiliate action slide, which basically says if you buy something, we get a commission. If you hit a link in the comments field, anyway. So go ahead and do that if you want. All right, this first slide is reading help. So we have a study here from the Neurology Journal, and this was actually published in the Smithsonian Magazine, and they quoted neurology as this. It says, being a lifelong bookworm may keep you sharp in your old age. Now I have to say I've been a lifelong bookworm. I love to read. It's very hard for me even to go to sleep at night if I don't read something before I turn the light off. So reading, writing, and other mental exercises, if habitual from an early age, can slow down the age-related decline in mental capacity. Now, this says from an early age. We've got another one from neurology that we're going to look at here in a minute, but which doesn't actually have to be from an early age. But if you do read, reading will help your cognitive abilities and help you stay young longer, from a mental standpoint, anyway. And the next one points out that could also be for physical standpoint. So this is published in neurology as well, and it says that reading is going to help reduce your stress. It's going to improve your physical and your mental health, and make it easier for you not to age, but to maintain where you are, basically, as you get older. And the cognitive decline, which is common for many seniors, is not nearly as common for those that read, that take place in stimulating activities, such as reading or brain games or some of the other stuff that we've talked about on this channel anyway. So pick up that book and start reading, and or start listening. So let's look at listening. All right, this is off the website Daily Caring, and they are actually a website dealing with a lot of senior type issues. And so basically what this says is that audiobooks have just as much benefit as what reading does. And so if your eyes are bad or you don't want to read, listen to audiobooks. I usually have 3 books going on at one time that I'm either reading or I'm listening to. And and I love to listen to audiobooks. I love to see how the author writes, and I love to see how the fellow that's performing the narrative does. I've got a good friend that started actually reading books for authors, and he's doing very well. So anyway, listening is a good way to improve your cognitive skills and keep yourself sharp as well. All right, let's look at some ways that you can, some options for reading and listening. So from printed copy, if you want the old-fashioned books, which are still very nice to have in your hand and stuff, that's for sure, your local library is still a good source. Overdrive or RB Digital. If you haven't heard of Overdrive or RB Digital, most of your libraries these days have a connection to either Overdrive or RB Digital or both. Both have audiobooks on them. they also have just eBooks on them as well. So they're a source for both eBooks and audiobooks, and you don't even have to go to the library. You can actually, as long as you've got a library card, you can reach these sites through your library on the internet and check out a book, an audiobook or an ebook, like I say, on the internet and read it. And you're given a limited amount of time, but you can usually renew them unless somebody else wants the book. So you can renew them for check them out for 7, 14, or 21 days. And I have to say it takes me a while to listen to an audiobook or read a book, so it takes about 21 days for me, but in most cases. And then there's physical bookstores, used bookstores, new bookstores, and then, of course, you can go online to Amazon and some other booksellers as well. Amazon's just an example. There are a lot of other booksellers out there, and if you don't want to use Amazon, there are a lot of alternatives to that. So that's the printed books or ebooks that you actually read. Now, let's talk about the books that you listen to. The audiobooks, your local library does have audiobooks. Now, the one here in Twin Falls, I have to say, is you go in and you check out a CD, basically, and then you can put the CD in your car, your CD player, and listen to that. But the ones that you get online, you can download to your phone or to a Kindle device or something like that and listen. And so I listen to audiobooks quite a bit when I'm driving, and we'll get into on the next slide some of the ways to keep yourself reading. But Overdrive, I mentioned, or RB Digital. Overdrive has got more of the fiction stuff, it seems like. RB Digital has got more of the non-fiction type books. That's what I've noticed, and that may be wrong, but I've used them both, and that's what I've noticed. Audible is a good source. I've used Audible, and you have to pay, of course, on Audible, whereas Overdrive or RB Digital, you do not have to pay. Google Audiobooks is another source. I have not used Google Audiobooks. And LibriVox is a source that's mentioned on the internet anyway quite a few times. And LibriVox is a free source, but there the books are books that no longer have a copyright on them. So there's some of the old classics and the older books that have been written long ago that are still excellent books if you want to read for free and read some classics. So LibriVox would be a good option as well. All right, so let's look at some alternatives to keep you reading, because you need to keep reading continuously. I mean, to get the benefits from it. So join a book club. That's a good way to do it. And then you take part with others, and you can read that way, and talk to people about it. Read to your kids or your grandkids, and read them stories. They would love it, and you enjoy it as well. Always carry a book with you. You can carry the hard copy. You can carry it on your phone if you've got a soft copy, but keep it with you so that if you've got a few minutes in the doctor's office or something like that, you can go ahead and read. Listen in the car. I listen in the car a lot. It comes over the car speakers, and it works really well. Sometimes I listen in the kitchen when I'm cleaning or cooking, and my wife certainly cleans and cooks too, but I do it when I'm cleaning or cooking. And you can post book reviews on social media or share them with your friends. So after you read a book, do a book review of it and post it. And then read or listen to fascinating books, what you enjoy. I mean, you're not going to want to read things that you don't enjoy. I have to say, I don't read a lot of nonfiction. I just don't enjoy reading nonfiction, but I do enjoy reading fiction a great deal. And it opens new worlds. I mean, I love reading a fiction book and seeing the creativity of the author. And so, with that in mind, creativity of the author, I created my own little world with my book, Endocles' first contact down there, and you can get that free. All you have to do is go to that website and you can download it at the bottom of the page. Just hit the download key and it will come to you. It's in a Word format because I was unable to my website won't take it in an EPUB or a MOBI format, but you can, if you need to convert it for your Kindle or something like that, or your book reader from a Word format, you can download Calibre or something like that for free. And there's a lot of free converters out there that will take care of that conversion for you. You just put the file in it and it converts it in a few minutes, or actually less than that. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and appreciate you tuning in.